So, David, let's move on to Glasgow.
Yes, just a little update. We covered this this trial when it first called, and the main trial's now on. 11 on trial accused of being involved in a child sex and witchcraft ring. 11 people are on trial. Accusations involve 4 children, and overreaction said to have occurred in the city between April 2012 and October 2020. The Glasgow Times is the paper that's covering this daily, pretty much. They report that the alleged victim of the child sex ring was shut in an oven and a fridge. And they describe one child being interviewed where he and another girl rescued this youngster from a freezer. He remembered the girl being curled up in a little ball, and the first thing she said was help. There were also, one of the witnesses was a gentleman who brought this information to the police. He'd spent some time talking to the children. He believed them and brought it to the authorities. And he was being interviewed, examined in court, and he said that the children were urged to join occult practices. The court also heard that the Ouija board was used to talk to dead people and spirits. There's an email describing what happened and claiming there were rape nights, dance and sex nights, as well as dog killing nights. And a dog owned by one of the coven was amongst the animals said to have been cut and stabbed to death. Prosecutor Kath Harper asked the man if the children got upset when discussing any of these horrendous accusations. The witness replied, one of them did a couple of times about things that happened, but the majority of occasions it was just very much matter of fact, like replaying it in their minds and talking it over. And this final slide is a list of the accused. They deny the accusations they face, and the trial before Judge Lord Beckett continues. And just a sort of final point on this, we should remember that Nicola Sturgeon issued an apology for historical injustice of witch hunts. She said it was injustice on a colossal scale and was simply a case of hatred for women. And she was supporting the call for a national monument and a formal apology over the persecution. She's been very silent about the actual suffering of people who've suffered under Satanist ritual abuse in Scotland, of which there have been an unfortunately large number. She's not said anything about this ongoing trial, which is not yet reached a conclusion. But it does seem to be a little bit odd that she's making blanket statements about who was and who was not guilty several hundred years ago and not looking at the suffering that's taken place in her own country in modern times.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, David.